What's up, gamers? GF Ditto here, and welcome to Let's Play Spectrobes Beyond the Portals. This is a continuation of the previous series, Let's Play Spectrobes. This game is the second in the series, and takes place immediately after the events of the first one, I do believe. So, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to dive right in, and see what this game might have to offer us. Now, I will preface this by saying I enjoy this game a lot more than I enjoyed the first one, and I enjoyed the first one a whole heck of a lot. Let's go ahead and drop in on Rollin and Gina. Oh, a quick recap of what happened in the previous game it's giving us. So, it says, deep in the universe is the Nana-Euro system, a solar system consisting of a bright sun and 7 planets. One day it was attacked by the Krull, creatures capable of devouring an entire star system. Nana-Euro planetary patrol officers Rollin and Gina were on an investigation when they found Aldous, a man from a distant star system. Giorna, if I'm not mistaken. Or that might have been the planet. Rollin discovered that he is a Spectrobe master, someone who can wield the Spectrobes, ancient and powerful creatures of light that can defeat the Krull. With help from his partner Gina and advice from Aldous, Rollin and the Spectrobes defeated the Krull. It's been several months since their adventure ended and Nana-Euro was at peace again. Or so they thought. Okay, so this game takes place several months after. Nana-Euro has enjoyed several months of peace. Meanwhile, the Krull begin to stir again. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Ready, Rollin? It's training time! Hey, you know me. I was born ready. Alright. Now we go through the tutorials. So, we use the control pad to move. We can dash by pressing up twice. And using the L button will reset the camera behind you. That was a piece of cake. Now what to do? An incoming transmission? It must be Gina. Hey Gina, we finally get a new mission? Sorry to disappoint you, but no. Can you come and meet me at the spaceport? No mission? Then why do I have to go all the way over there? You'll see. Aw, come on, Gina. Just tell me what's going on. No can do. See you soon, but you better hurry. Okay, stand next to somebody and press the A button to talk to them. That's the basics of the basics. Fair enough. Alright, now, as you can see, there's a major difference in this game in that the camera isn't fixed. You can actually, you have a camera that rotates behind you and... oh, Aldous. Oh. Hello, Rollin. Hey, Aldous. I heard you've been busy. You can say that again. I barely slept a wink since I started my Spectrobe research. Pretty soon, you'll have more than just fossils to awaken. That's a good one, Aldous. The evolution of Spectrobes from child to adult and evolved form is truly fascinating. Give that Komainu you have with you a few minerals which are filled with Minergy, and it will change from a cute companion into a powerful ally that can battle the Krull. Just when you think you know everything about Spectrobes, they surprise you again. I wish I could stay and chat, but I've got another task to take care of. Professor Kate asked me to meet her at the spacecraft's service bay orbiting Colin. She needs some assistance with her research on the ancient starship. See you later, Rollin. Everything seems pretty peaceful. Cool. But yeah, you'll notice that the camera is now behind me instead of bird's eye view, and the map is a little more clear, nicer. Rollin, over here. And yeah, just all around movement is better. So let's meet with Gina. Rollin, what took so long? Sorry, Gina, I got a bit hung up. So why'd you want to see me so bad? Well, I don't want to see you. It's practically right in front of your face. Oh, yeah, that's new. That's our new ship. Hey, wait a minute. Is this that new patrol cruiser model everyone's talking about? Sure is. It was just deployed today. Gina pre-ordered a space shift. Who knew? Our old cruiser's pretty beat up. You can be hard on ships, you know. I think Commander Grant pulled some strings to get us this. Sweet. Let's take it out for a test ride. Nope, you're gonna have to wait until I'm done tuning it up. Okay, so it's just come out today and it already needs a tune-up? What kind of crap technology are we dealing with here? But don't worry, it won't take long. Well, at the least, let me go check out the cockpit. Okay, Roland, just follow me. Oh yeah, that... Pretending that's not a euphemism or anything. I think if you're letting Roland anywhere near that cockpit, that cruiser is taking off. End of story. Meanwhile, at the service bay... Oh, okay. Thanks, Hank. You're a lifesaver. That's a crap voice there. What voice did I give you before? Not that I have much range. The service bay is huge. It's absolutely perfect. I guess I'm going with it. I've searched everywhere for a place to dock this ancient behemoth. It's far too big for my little research lab. Don't mention it, Professor. Just doing my job. Besides, it's a mechanic's dream to work on something as magnificent as this. I should be the one thanking you. You're the best, Hank. By the way, a colleague of mine is supposed to meet me here. Have you seen him? He's an expert on the Ancients' technology. My researcher would be at a standstill without him. You mean that old fellow with the big bushy beard? Yeah, I've seen him. He's already up in the cockpit having a look about. Are those rumors about him true? Did he really come to Nanahiro from some distant star system? It's true. He's the famous man Roland discovered in a cold sleep. His name is Aldous. Cool. Meanwhile, on Genshi, there's a whole lot of meanwhiles. A lot of stuff's going on all at once, and yet everything seems peaceful. Seems a little too peaceful, if you ask me. Alright, oh, yeah, there we have it. Crawl tornadoes, and you'll notice those vortexes look a little different than they used to. Oh, what's this? Now, where shall we begin? Meanwhile, on Nessa. So is this where the tower is located? Meanwhile, near Colin. Yes, perfect. I was just starting to get hungry. Time to open up a portal and swallow everything up. Meanwhile, at the Spectrobes research lab on Colin. Well, that was an earthquake or something. Alright, huh? The evacuation signal? What in the world is going on? Lab protocol says I have to back up the Spectrobe database and take a copy with me. More time! I need more time to export all of the data. The properties of the Spectrobes in Crawl, Corona, Aurora, and Flash. I was so close to figuring out how each was related to the other. I can tell you how. It's rock, paper, scissors. Very similar to how Pokemon did fire, water, grass. Flash is good against Corona, which is good against Aurora, which is good against Flash. It's that simple. It's really that simple. It's rock, paper, scissors. It's taking too long. The lab is going to lock down. I have to get out of here. Well, meanwhile, back inside the patrol cruiser. Roland, where did Aldous go after you talked to him? He said he was going over to meet Professor Kate at the spacecraft service bay. Wow, talking is hard. Oh, right. The ancient ship's docked there now. Oh, the ship from the last game, yeah. He's probably helping her with research. What else would he be doing over... Oh. Yeah, there's that. I bet he's a little homesick and feels at home inside that old thing. No, I don't think that's... Meanwhile, inside the ancient ship orbiting Colin, it's a whole lot of meanwhiles. The storytelling could have been done a little more articulately, I want to say. Gotta stretch those joints, shoulders stiff. Touch pan. Oh. Oh, hello. Aldous. Oh crap, where did you get a Geo? Who are you and where did you get a Geo? A Geo and a cube. What? Come on. Aldous was a Spectrobes master. Summon some... What? That Krull has a Spectrobe. And a very strange looking one at that. That didn't look like a normal Komodomo. Roland, Gina, come in. Confirm your location. That's a crap voice. Confirm your location. It's not much better. This is Gina. Roland and I are on standby at the spaceport. Commander, what's going on? Krull have attacked the service bay on satellite orbiting Colin. Wow, talking is hard today. There was an explosion in the ancient craft and now it's gone missing. Oh no. The ancient ship is gone? This is bad. Aldous was supposed to be there helping Professor Kate with her research. Commander, where are Aldous and Professor Kate now? Are they okay? Kate was in her office. She's safe and I haven't heard anything on Aldous. I want you two to get over to the service bay right away and see what's going on. Defeat the Krull there and make sure Aldous is safe. Roland, go to the weapons center on the first floor and pick up your equipment. Gina, you stand by in the patrol cruiser and wait for Roland to come back. Roger, I'll head over there right away, Commander. I'll hurry over to the weapons center. Gina, get the patrol cruiser ready to go. You got it, Roland. Kind of a shame how Gina doesn't really get to... Hang on a second, Roland. Oh, look at these nifty upgrades. What's up, Gina? I forgot to explain to you how to use the save pod. Save pod? Yes, you should be familiar with those. Yeah, you can use it to save your current progress. Not only that, you can heal all of your HP too, so make sure you get in the habit of saving before you leave the patrol cruiser. You got it, Gina. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Quick save, HP restored. Very nice, very nice. Definitely an upgrade. And then this one here takes us to the lower level where our incubator and all that will be. Alright. So, first floor, weapons center. As I was saying, it's a shame that Gina doesn't get any weapons or anything. She kinda is just the tech person. Rollin, I've been waiting for you. Alright. I heard about what happened from Commander Grant. I finished making adjustments to all of your weapons. Thanks, Dave. I better take them and head over to the service bay. Whoa, hang on a minute. I still need to check and make sure that they are functioning correctly. Okay, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Let's do some field battle training. That should show us if they are functioning properly or not. Okay then, go practice till your heart's content in the training room. You can end the training by leaving the room. Okay. And in this game, Roland's weapons actually matter just a little bit. Attacking with your sword. Press the A button to attack with your sword. You'll damage any enemy you hit when you attack. Attacking without locking on specific enemies is called a free mode attack. Switch to lock-on mode to make it easier to connect with your attacks. Just press the R button to lock on to an enemy. Wow, they didn't type that right. Go ahead and give it a try. Press the R button now. There we go, so I'm locked on. And I can use the L button to cancel lock on. Press the L button when not in lock-on mode to reset the camera so it's facing forward. With some swords, you can pull off consecutive attacks. Attacking with gloves. Attack with your gloves to stun nearby enemies. Press the B button to strike the ground. Okay. Boom. I like that. Nearby enemies that are hit with the shockwave from the attack will be stunned. Tutorial. Attacking with the blaster. The blaster is a great weapon for attacking faraway enemies. Press the Y button to shoot the blaster. You can hold down the Y button to fire consecutively. Go ahead and give it a try. The blaster is the weapon I tend to prefer in this game. To fire more accurately, lock on an enemy when using... Lock on to an enemy. To an enemy, not lock on an enemy when using the blaster. Remember, practice makes perfect. Commencing training. End your training by leaving the room. I don't need any more training than that. Do you want to try this round of training again? No, thank you. Alright, I suppose that's enough for today. Your weapons look like they are ready to go. Oh yeah, I finished making enhancements to this. My Prismod. When I heard the word crawl, I started working twice as hard to finish it. You need this Prismod. You are a Spectrobe Master after all. So is the title of Spectrobe Master granted to just anybody who can command the Spectrobes, or is the title of Master something that needs to be earned? From what it seems in this particular series, Mastery is not something that needs to be earned, it's just given. Thanks, Dave. Now I'm ready to take care of those crawl. Let me explain about its function, just to be safe. I mean, is he not the Spectrobe Master? Like, should he not already know how to use a Prismod? Sure, better safe than sorry, right? Yeah, Gina's only waiting for you. You know, Aldous is only plummeting to his death right now. But, you know. Press the X button to open the Prismod menu. From the Prismod screen, you can check your inventory, use items, change equipment, change your battle formation, and also remotely access the incubator rooms to train your Spectrobes. You can also touch the icon on the upper right corner of the touchscreen to open the Prismod menu. If you ever find yourself lost and not knowing what to do or where to go next, just open the Prismod and look at the top screen. Which, I believe for the most part is going to be the screen down here at the bottom. Technically is the top screen. It's just not nearly as used in this game. As you can see, I customized it just like you asked me to. Not bad, huh? Yeah, it's perfect. The Prismod is like a portable case. You can use it to carry around all your items. If you find yourself in a jam, opening it up should be the first thing you do. Don't worry, I'll put it to good use. If there's something you want to know about the Prismod, ask the female officer by your cruiser. She's an intelligence officer and can tell you everything about the Prismod. Oh yeah, you have a call from your partner, Gina. I'll patch her through. You think you might have mentioned that sooner. Hey, Brolin, how'd training go? It went fine. Remember, this is Mr. Technique you're talking to. Well, that's good to hear. I was worried since it's been a while and all. Anyway, the patrol cruiser is all set to go. Hurry back and let's go. I'm on my way. Awesome. Oh. I mean, even with all the dialogue and the plot that happens at the very beginning of this game, I'm excited for this. This is such a good game. I mean, controls can still be a little bit clunky, but what do you want from the Nintendo DS? Like, this was pretty good for its time. Heck, I'd say it's pretty good even today. I did not necessarily mean to do that, but I will go ahead and take the save anyway. Because yes, why would we not save? That way, if anything happens, I don't have to sit through all that dialogue again. Alright. Okay, Gina, time to see what this new patrol cruiser can do. To the service bay. Let me explain how to use the new navigation system. Alright, but hurry. I'm really worried about all this. Didn't seem like it when you were taking your sweet-ass time with training. Touch the planet you want to go to, then slide the planet left and right to find an area to land. After that, just touch the area icon. Okay, the controls are all yours, Roland. Service bay, here we come. Hang in there, old man. Alright, so it looks like the service bay is on Colin, yes? Area 2 is... Yep, that's the service bay. Alright, here we go. Okay, oh, whoa. Also, I think it fitting to note down at this moment that we do already have 2 Spectrobes on us, and I'm going to update the layout to reflect those 2 and the child form Spectrobe. And it looks like we're going to be doing battle with some of these crawl here. Komonoto should have an advantage over these. These are all Aurora type crawl. And you can tell this by the color of the vortex. These must be the crawl attacking the service bay. I better defeat them before innocent people are hurt. I see 4 vortexes here. Rollin, it's been a while since you had to battle. Is there anything I can do to help? Yeah, can you transfer over tutorial data? I'll use these crawl as practice. I don't need it. You got it, but remember, only the Spectrobes are powerful enough to battle crawl inside a vortex. So they'll be doing the battling, not you. Don't worry, when they battle, it's like I'm right there next to them. A Spectrobe Master doesn't just send his Spectrobes into battle. He stands close by and gives them instructions. I do have some comments on that that I will be sharing after this battle, after these battles are cleared up. Use the control pad to move, battling with the Spectrobes. Okay, so I'm moving, and you can already see a clear difference on the smaller screen there. I can dash just like I can with Rollin. Press the A button to attack. Some Spectrobes can even pull off consecutive attacks. It's true. Attack range for each Spectrobe is different, so be sure to practice with them all. And that... So, there is some give and take with the combat system in this game. Some things were done way better, and I'll have comments. Attacking without locking on a specific enemy is called a free mode attack. We already know this. This is the exact same as how it goes with Rollin. Switch to lock-on mode to make it easier to connect with your attacks. Just press the R button to lock on, L button to not lock on. It's fine. And then you can reset the camera with L. There is a charge gauge on the bottom center of the touchscreen. Yes, that is important. The gauge will increase a little each time you attack with a Spectrobe. Once the gauge is filled enough, you can press the B button to perform a powerful charge attack. Which is standard to how it was in the previous game. Lastly, you can hold select to run away from battles. Don't be afraid to run away if you are in a pinch. He who runs away lives to fight another day. Now, I will point out that if the gauge charges enough, I believe the Y button has the more powerful attack. You know, the team attack. Or the cheese, as we called it in the last game. Okay. Also, the Y button is, I believe, how I can switch Spectrobes, or is it X? Oh, I can't because it hasn't taught me how yet. I think it's the X button, though. Okay. So if I lock on... Why can I not lock on? There we go. Because the free has to be on it before I can lock. Okay, so the lock-on's rather weak to get locked on, but once it's there, it's there. Got an Aurorium C for that, so I can get minerals just for battling Crawl in this game. That makes grinding in battle a little bit more what's the word, viable in this game than it was in the previous. So we have Komonoto and Harumite, both of which are going to need names. Let me know what you think would be a good nickname for each of them in the comments section. And while you're down there, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. You're doing great, Roland. Thanks, this is a great warm-up for the Spectrobes. Send along the next tutorial data. And this is how we'll go about learning everything that basically makes up how to do combat with Spectrobes. Switching Spectrobes. You can switch between both your Spectrobes during battle. Just press the X button to switch from one to the other. Go ahead and give it a try. The key to battle is being able to switch between both your Spectrobes. When controlling one Spectrobe, the other will move and attack on its own. Definitely helps to be able to switch between two. That way, if you have two Spectrobes with different battle styles, like what you're about to see here, Komonoto is more of a heavy attacker, whereas Harumite is definitely a... I can't use the big one yet still. A quick attacker. But it gets even better when you start considering things like range. Because you'll have your long-range Spectrobes versus your melee Spectrobes. And that was a nice victory. Harumite took a little more damage than I would have liked. Aurorium A+, and an Aurorium C. Nice. The minerals also do work a little differently than they did before. In this game, the color basically determines what Spectrobe's attribute they have. So in this case, we got Aurorium, which is primarily useful for Aurora Spectrobes. There's Coronium and Flashium. And I really don't think it needs explaining what each of those are for, but also the shape would then determine the power level. You know, C to A+. I believe S is also a thing. Okay, we're still learning more combat. That's 2 down, Gina. Transfer over the next tutorial data. Stay sharp, Rollin. You and the Spectrobes can do it. Yes, we can. Alright, combination attacks. That's what I've been trying to do. You can perform a combination attack once the charge gauge is filled high enough. Press the Y button at any time to perform the attack. I've been trying to get these off. These are fun. Combination attacks are powerful and will damage every enemy. Combination attacks require both Spectrobes. You cannot use it if one of them falls in battle. Very important. Alright. So here we're going to go ahead and attack, and now go ahead and activate that special, because it's right there. Combination attack, boom, a lot of damage, 81. That's not a lot. That's about 2 hits worth, but it hit both of them, so I will give it that. I mean, my Spectrobes are level 1. I'm not going to be expecting them to be one-shotting anything at this point. Got some Minergy increases. Speaking of levels, they've both leveled up to 2. And all I got out of that was some Gura. 1 more left to go. Send over the final tutorial data, Gina. How'd you know she was going to break it down into 4 parts? Sure thing. Let's see. This ought to come in handy down the road. Down the road? I'm going to use every bit of this right now. Reviving Spectrobes. Yeah, this is important. You can revive Spectrobes in battle if their HP reaches 0. Move to the area it was defeated and there will be a revive symbol. Move to it when your charge gauge is completely full, then press the Y button. This will revive the fallen Spectrobe. And that is very valuable information to have. The Spectrobe you are using will give some of its HP in order to revive the other. Now, remember, the way that reads is you will sacrifice some HP for your partner. That is very important to note. It's not going to be valuable to you to revive your partner if you've got no HP left. In fact, you might not be able to. That was a very good attack. All right. Now, neither of these are my favorite Spectrobe to use, but they'll be fun to play with. Whew, we did it. I was worried there for a second. What are you talking about? You did great out there. And a job well done for the Spectrobes, too. I better check around and make sure there aren't any more crawl in the area. Be careful out there. Perfect. Alright. Yeah. I would normally say let's go back to the ship and save, but... Let's see what's going on here. I'm Roland of Nanairo Planetary Patrol. I was sent by Commander Grant to check on things. Is everyone alright? Oh, so you're the Roland I've heard so much about. My name's Hank. You defeated those nasty crawl that were trying to get in? You're just as strong as they say. Thanks. Roland, thank goodness you came. Professor Kate, are you okay? Yes, thanks to you. I'd love to sit down and chat, but we have a big problem. Aldous needs our help. Huh? Did something happen to the old man? Right after the crawl attacked, the ancient ship suddenly took off into space. There was a big explosion, then the ship disappeared. Problem is, Aldous was on the ship at the time. He was on board? Well, was he okay? Where is he? Gone, Roland. He disappeared with the ancient ship. Oh no. We're not sure what caused the explosion, and we have no idea where the ancient ship was headed. Oh man. Roland, head back and tell Commander Grant what happened. If anyone would know what to do, it's him. We're on it. Where did the ship crash? What we need to do is go there. Like, that's what we need to immediately do, is go there. Alright, so I guess we're just heading back. No need to talk to Gina, no nothing. Just heading back to call in Area 1. Because that's where the NPP headquarters is. Alright. Let's go see the commander. Where is the commander's office? Nobody's bothered to tell me. I know where the weapons depot is. Oh, also, real quick. So when going over the Prism mod, they mentioned that that we could do our incubator from here. I don't think that's the case. Oh, well, I mean, room access. That's probably it right there. Yes. So we can incubate from, like, on the go in this game. Oh, I said I was going to have comments on the battle system, and I do. Definitely now would be the best time to bring those up. The battle system, well, I feel like the actual combat is improved. They did state that, you know, that Spectrobes, you know, the Master is supposed to fight alongside them, but can't fight inside the Vortex, etc. That definitely is not the case. It was not the case in the first game, and it will not be the case in the next game. This is the only game in which Roland fights separately from the Spectrobes. And I don't like that they did that, but I do like the way the combat is done, if that makes sense. I feel like it was better, it was done a lot better. It's a lot more fun, a system. We're back, Commander. What's the situation? The service bay was attacked by Krull, but that's not all. So what I heard is true? Was Aldous actually in the ancient starship when it vanished? I'm afraid so. Well, he survived the destruction of Giorno. Maybe he can survive this too. I'm sure he can. Aldous is indestructible. Then why isn't he wielding the Spectrobes alongside you? Like, if he's indestructible, bring him along. We'll search for Aldous. Just say the word. I'm sorry, Roland, but I can't do that. Huh? Why not? It turns out the Spectrobe research lab was attacked and destroyed during the ship incident. Not the lab, too? All the fossils we've collected, all the spectrobes we've awakened, all the crystals, all the cubes, everything was taken. Oh man. So this is this game's way of telling us, of reasoning the fact that we have to start over from scratch with just 3 spectrobes at level 1. This game's reasoning right here is everything was stolen. Professor Wright managed to escape, but was injured in the process. So you see, I can't afford to have you two out on a wild goose chase for Aldous right now. The right time will come, Roland. You must be patient. Commander, who would have attacked the lab? The Krull. Just matter-of-factly, the Krull. What? Even worse, these Krull are of far superior intelligence than any we've seen before. There appear to be 4 of them, and they refer to themselves as High Krull. How do you know all of this? Actually, I have a lot of questions about how the Commander knows a whole lot of what the Commander knows. Yeah, the Commander knows a whole hell of a lot more than he lets on. And he's let that slip a couple of times already. High Krull? Yes, and they didn't stop at the Spectrobe Research Lab. They also attacked the Fossil Research Lab on Genshi. It was a well-coordinated operation that struck both locations at the exact same time. These High Krull seem to possess powers far beyond the Krull we faced in the past. I fear Nanairo could suffer the same fate as Giorna if we don't act immediately. We can't let that happen. We must do everything in our power to find these 4 High Krull and put an end to their evil plans. We haven't received any information on their whereabouts yet, but I'll notify you as soon as we do. How does he know there's exactly 4 of them? Also, among the many, many questions that I have for Commander Grant here, yeah, he knows too much. Once you're ready, head back to your patrol cruiser and stand by for new orders. Roger, I'll head over there right away, Commander. Yes, sir. Where'd you go? Has she been here this whole time? That's how much they don't like Gina standing out. Roland, why don't you take a time out and head over to the weapons center? Commander Grant did say to stand by, so I guess I have time to spare, but why do you want me to go to the weapons center? There are minerals buried in the training room for excavation training, and you haven't excavated since you gave Dave your Prismod to modify, right? Well, yeah. I guess I'll be needing to excavate seeing as I lost all the ones I had. May as well start somewhere close. Besides, I'm sure you can use the practice. Yeah, you're right. I'll head over there now. So we're gonna definitely do that. Hello, Roland. What can I do for you? I came to practice excavation training room. Excavation, huh? Well, I suppose you are going to do a lot of excavation now that you lost all your Spectrobes. You think? What? Why's everybody gotta rub it in? Like, I'm gonna miss a lot of them. Right, and this is the closest place for him to practice and brush up his skills. I see. In that case, knock yourself out. There's a tons of minerals buried in the training room. You can keep whatever you find. Cool, I guess. Alright. Tutorial. First, defeat all the black vortexes in the area. Yes, in order to excavate in this game, you have to clear the area of Krull first. Once the area is safe, the child Spectrobe set in the Prismod will come out. Press the Y button to have it scan the ground for buried objects. You can also touch a child Spectrobe to have it scan the ground. If anything is buried within the scan radius, it will glow and shine. The color it shines tell you what is buried under that spot. Minerals glow blue, fossils yellow, and cubes colors of the rainbow. Walk over to the mark or touch it to begin excavation. So red ones are something else entirely. There are also rare mystery stones which glow pink. Okay, it's pink, not red. Be sure to be on the lookout for them. Yeah, those are good. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of excavation training here. Excavation mode. The excavation screen is used for digging up things you locate when scanning the ground. First, let's take a look at the screen layout. The tool icon shows which tool you currently are using. The depth gauge shows how deep the object is buried. The damage gauge shows how much damage is inflicted to the object when it is damaged using a tool. The energy gauge will decrease if you damage the object. If it depletes completely, you'll fail excavation. You can pick up an object once you've unearthed 90% or more of it. That's a little bit more lenient than the 95 required in the first game. Excavate a fossil 100% without damaging it at all within 60 seconds to earn a crown. When you awake a Spectrobe from a fossil you got a crown on, it'll start out more powerful than normal. Lastly, the scan monitor will show which object you are excavating. Now let's go over the layout of the touchscreen. Touch the tool icon or press the L button to go to the tool selection screen. Touch the scan icon or press the R button to scan around the object. And press an icon twice to go back to the regular screen. Once the pickup icon lights up, you can touch it to pick up the buried object. Touch the exit icon or press the B button to stop excavation and return to the field map. Next, let's go over how to perform the excavation. Touch the touchscreen to dig away at the ground around an object. Each tool digs in a unique way, so be sure to try them all out. Blow into the microphone to blow away debris that builds up. Remember, most objects are buried under several layers of hard rock. Touch the layers to bust through them so you can begin excavation. Alright, so here we go. We have a mineral here. Let's go ahead and scan it. And dig it up. And you gotta be careful. This game is really good about showing you when you damage something. You see the screen vibrate to indicate that it has taken damage. A coronium sea, not bad at all. Usually you want to check places like corners. This will be another coronium sea. I don't think I'm going to find any fossils in here, though. So we're not going to spend too much time in here. Actually, I don't think we need to spend any more time in here. We'll grab this last one, just to drive the point home. Ah, yes. Here we go. This is an aurorium sea. Now we're going to go ahead and end training. Okay. Do you want to try this round of training again? No. Good job, Rollin. Your excavation skills are still top-notch. Thanks, Dave. I heard something interesting from Professor Wright. Apparently, if there are Crawl nearby, Spectrobes will jump back into your Prismod. So you'll have to defeat all the Crawl in an area before you can excavate. Thanks for the tip. By the way, I have a favor to ask of you. A favor? Yeah, sure. What can I do for you? I would like to borrow the Harumite Spectrobe that's set in your Prismod. Borrow? A Spectrobe? Dave, is there any reason why you need to borrow it? It's a request from Professor Wright, who's recovering from his injuries. Since the Spectrobes research lab was attacked, they don't have any flash Spectrobes. And without one of each property, his research is at a standstill, so he needs to borrow that Harumite. Of course, he wouldn't dream of leaving you one Spectrobe short. So in exchange, he gave me this Villamasta Spectrobe to give you. It's a really strong Spectrobe that's sure to help you battle the Crawl. Villamasta? Wow, even its name sounds powerful. Okay, I'll leave the Harumite here with you to give to Professor Wright. The Villamasta has been transferred over to your Prismod. Good luck finding Eldis. I know you can do it. Alright, so yeah, that just happened. Rowan, it looks like you're all ready to go. But why don't you do a little shopping before we head out? The stores near HQ sell all sorts of things. Okay, I can get there from inside MPP headquarters, right? You sure can. The door straight down the hall leads to the shopping port. But remember, you can only buy equipment at the weapons center. I see. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do some window shopping. Knock yourself out. I'll be back in the cockpit of the cruiser if you need me. Have fun shopping. Okay. So, shopping. I completely have forgotten already where she said to do the shopping at. Oh no, it's right here, right? Roland, have you reached the shopping port yet? Yeah, I'm here, but there are 3 different shops. I'm not sure which one to go to. I thought you would say that. Okay, I'll explain it once for you. I'm all ears. The blue vehicle to your right is the item shop. You can buy recovery items and other useful stuff there. The green vehicle to your left is the tool shop. I've heard their tools are the best and will make excavation much easier. And last but not least, the red vehicle located in the back is the badge shop. I've been by there several times, but it seems it hasn't opened yet. The girl who runs it, Wakaba, promised to contact me once it opens, so I'll let you know. Collecting badges is a new fad in Naniero, so it might be worth checking out. Boy, you sure know your stuff when it comes to shopping. Yep, before you decide on what to buy, it might be a good idea to window shop. Anyway, once you're done over there, head back to the patrol cruiser. Thanks, Gina. Okay, so let's look at the items real quick. And in order to buy things, you just slide it on over to the Buy tab. Okay, so we have basic antidotes, secure Rollin, 50%. Serums for 30% for a single Spectrobe. That's not terrible. I'm not going to stock up on those just yet. And this is excavation tools. What do we have? Alright, we have the recovery tool to repair fossils that have been damaged, and a fire drill for when you need to excavate in ice. We're going to go ahead and take that already. There are a couple of very specialized tools like that in this game. Now we head over to the ship. I can see the spaceport from here. Rollin, I just remembered something important. What is it, Gina? There's a place nearby that has fossils, the museum. Oh, that place. What's wrong, Rollin? Bad memories or something? The curator, Webster, can be really mean at times. Oh, grow up already. You need all the help you can get. Yeah, I know. Use the elevator outside HQ and go down, then turn left and keep going until you reach the central terrace. When you see Webster, be sure to give him a big hug from me. Haha, very funny. Okay. And yes, let's go see Webster real quick and try and get the last tutorials out of the way. She said take the elevator, which is right here. As you'll notice, things have moved. Things have moved. That's not Webster. He's gonna be over this way. My gosh. Alright. And the museum... Wait. Doesn't seem to be here. And that's because it's here. Oh, wow. Okay. Webster. Hello, Webster. Long time no see. Is that you, Rollin? What brings you here? If it's fossils you want, you can forget it. What? Don't play innocent with me. I know the Spectrobe lab with all the fossils was attacked. If you know that I lost all my Spectrobes, then why not help me out? No, 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 no. Sheesh. If you thought they were so important, you should have guarded them better. I'm not handing over any fossils to someone who doesn't treat them right. Only a few months apiece and the MPP are already slacking off. I give up. If I ask him again, it'll just make things worse. So go home and don't come back asking me again. Sheesh, this old man has some serious problems. Now how am I supposed to get more fossils? I mean, we could dig them up. Hey, wait. What's wrong? Here. Huh? A fossil? Are you giving this to me? Yes, I am. I know that Colin is in danger again, and I want to do what I can to help out. My brother should have a corona mineral he can give you. You did bring it, didn't you? Yeah, but Look, it's okay. This fossil will be a big help as it is. Okay, you can have it. Are you sure? If my big brother thinks this will help you keep Colin safe, then I believe him. Cool. Thanks, both of you. I hope those help you save us from whatever danger is out there. Good luck. You bet. Alright. So digging up fossils is done in the same way as minerals. That must be Gina. Rollin, did you get any fossils at the museum? Sorta. Well, you make it sound like it didn't go well. All's well that ends well, I suppose. The most important thing is that you have a fossil now. Come on back to the patrol cruiser. Okay, Gina. See you soon. Now, normally I would just jetpack back, but we're gonna jump there. Welcome back, Rollin. Why don't you go and awaken the fossil you just received? Hear that, buddy? It looks like it's time for your wake-up call. Okay, let's go over to the lab system in the cargo room. So it's another Corona, isn't it? That's down below, right? Yep, just take the blue elevator to go down there. The lab system. It's been a while since it's been used. I wonder if it still works. Of course it does. Go ahead and give it a shot. The lab system. Okay, little guy, time to awaken you from your fossilized state. Here goes nothing. Oh, yes. So we're going to go ahead and do awaken. Awakening Spectrobes. Drag and drop the fossil you wish to awaken to the center of the touchscreen, then slide it upwards into the machine by sliding the stylus in an upward motion. Touch the start icon to turn on the microphone. The voice meter will move if you speak to the fossil. Keep the meter within the zone until the count of 3 is up to awaken the fossil. The color the Spectrobe will be once it's awakened depends on your actual voice. Now, this works exactly the same as it did in the first game. And just as in the first game, I am going to go ahead and mute my mic for the awakening to protect your ears from what needs to be done to awaken these. Oh, wow. Like, alright, our first awakening. Okay. Now, this is a Shima Inu. I don't really know what to name this. We're going to call you Shiba. Maybe? Yeah, I think that's a good name. I think that's a good name. It is another Corona attribute Spectrobe, though, so my entire lineup is Corona. And it is still a child form Spectrobe, so I can't even battle with it yet. The officer in front of the patrol cruiser can tell you all about the lab system. There's a lot more to it than simply awakening fossilized Spectrobe, so make sure you go talk to her. Perfect. Good job, Rollin. Just think of the lab system as a really big Prismod. All the Spectrobes, custom parts, and stuff you can't fit in the Prismod go there. Or you can think of it like a training ground for your Spectrobes. You can ask the female officer standing outside the cruiser for more details. Even I have to ask when I don't know something. Remember, asking is the fastest way to figure out things you don't know. Thanks, Gina. I think I'd be lost without you. So does that mean we're ready to go, or what? Yes, we should stand by and await orders from the commander. Come up to the cockpit and let's wait for orders. And on that note, I think this is the perfect place to end today's episode, which has run a little bit long, but that's perfectly alright. It is the intro episode for the game, and as such, I expected it to run a little bit long. So I want to thank you for watching. If you like this sort of content, please be sure to slay that like button. That tells the algorithm that more people need to see this video, and as such, it'll push this video out as recommended to more people. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. Then ring that bell for notifications so you can be among the first to know when a new episode goes live. Check the links in the description below for all the cool things that I do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!